9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Let's go. We back at it again with another training on the charts with your boy Wong, aka Taz. So as you can see, we are going over internal liquidity today. And today, it's another quick one because internal liquidity is pretty much liquidity that are formed inside a trading range. So like if you are in let's say a uptrend, right? And you have your swing low, swing high, that's your range right there, your trading range. So typically it's formed of the previous classes that that I just made, which are swing highs, swing lows, equal highs, and equal lows. You know, the prices, these areas, the price are often swept. This liquidity doing retracement before the expansion in the direction of the trend, right? So when it's doing the pullback is what's collecting the internal liquidity, you know? And like the pullback, the pullback is anywhere from 25 to maybe 75% of the enforcement move. Usually it's 50%, but the market could do whatever it wants. So at times it could be, anywhere from 25 to 75% of the enforcement move. What I mean by that is this, right? So let's say this right here is our enforcement move to the upside, right? Boom, from here to here. You see how, yeah, we got some waves, but internally it just went up, right? So what I mean by 25 to 50% of that move is if we use the Ganna box, right, and do the swing low to the swing high, right? Then we have right there. So the pullback, let me change this to blue so we know that's an uptrend. And then I'm gonna change this one to red. So this is the pullback, the retracement, right? Which is selling power, right? This retracement pullback usually comes 25 to 50%, right? Before it continue up, right? The lowest it will come is 75 before it turns around and goes up, right? So if this is the enforcement move and this is the retracement, right? Our internal liquidity is everything inside of this range. So from this swing high to this swing low, right? From this swing high, this swing low to this swing high, this right here is internal liquidity, right? So it could be lower highs, equal lows, right? Like we see right here, we see some equal lows, roughly, right? Right there, boom. So what does that mean? That means that we have money sitting down here, right? And again, the enforcement move is from this swing low to this swing high, right? And like I said, usually is 25 to 50% of the move, right? So that means the liquidity is around here. All right, boom. There we go. Boom and boom. And there we go. So let's say that was an uptrend, right? So this is a downtrend and this is the pullback, right? Downtrend. Yeah, so all right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put internal and external together today, right? So you could get a better understanding. So let's go back, right? So if this right here, this is the range, right? Everything in here is our internal liquidity, right? All right, boom. Now, anything outside of the range is considered external. External liquidity, right? So pretty much the external liquidity is the continuation of the move up. See how this impulsive move went up, and then we have our pullback. The pullback is collecting internal liquidity, right, of this range of enforcement move up. Now, when it continue up, the liquidity that's sitting up here, with swing highs, equal highs, imbalances, etc., that's going to be your external liquidity. So again, like I said the other day, the market moves from external liquidity to external liquidity, and then back to internal liquidity, and then to external liquidity. You know, all these, the last couple of days, I gave example of different liquidity, but at the end of the day, they all fall into external and internal liquidity, right? It's just breaking down what type it is. Are we going after the swing highs of the external liquidities, or are we going for the internal imbalance liquidity? You feel me? That's how we define liquidity. The main two is these two guys right here, the external and internal, and then everything else goes inside of it. What type of liquidity we looking for, or what type of auto block we're looking for in the external liquidity areas. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it of internal and external liquidity. Moving on to the next classes, we're gonna see how they all come together little by little and how I use them, right? So family, thank you for tuning in. I truly appreciate you and your support. And I see you tomorrow for the next one. God bless you and have a great one.